你好，祝你有美好的一天。这就是频道 Celebrity News Today 247。这是今天的新闻。
Not everyone can digest Xiao Zhan's traffic. He overturned his car after he was a prostitute and was named by the official media not injustice. The topic of Xiao Zhan's meal is still not hot, even if the official announced a new endorsement for Sumidagawa Coffee. It's another lively grab for the same style, on various social platforms, still discussing what happened at this dinner. Regarding Xiao Zhan's return in business, it's no longer a special big news. The same paragraph is too fast. Setting the record is no longer an anecdote in Xiao Zhan's body. However, there are shortcomings in the beauty. Before the curtain call for the third stop of the drama Like a Dream in Chengdu, seeing that many people's talk shows are not as popular as the previous two stations. The enthusiasm of the fans is not so high. Who knows, near the perfect happy ending, all were messed up by the last sharing. It can be said that a hot pot restaurant has a lot of scenery, overwhelming the attention of the drama. The whole network is taken to the places and people who eat. Fortunately, it's the meal this time. It's not just fans who stand on Xiao Zhan's side. Discussions from all walks of life were also caused by the business's sorrow operation that broke the bottom line of normal consumers. In the 4 photos shared by Xiao Zhan, nothing was wrong with the photos, and the location was not shown. Such attention to the small details of the minutiae is also inseparable from the headache of being picked by fans. The same style that was picked up by fans was impacted by Xiao Zhan's traffic. How much influence was the benefit that was scraped out? Do you remember the few businesses that Xiao Zhan patronized? Speaking of the same style of steak, star chasers now use the 8-fold mirror to look at the people they put on the top of their hearts. Sometimes I have to admire the eyesight of the fans. Showing a small side can show you the source of the same style. I don't know why the collection of the same style of celebrity has quickly become an alternative collection. But this is not unusual. Some people like collecting stamps, while others like collecting red wine. Some people like to collect shoes, while others like to collect limited edition figures. In fact, they are all of the same type. It's just that the things I like are different. But it's also because of the same style of pickling. There are not a few who put Xiao Zhan and fans in the new storm. At the beginning, Xiao Zhan fell into the network storm. There are only a handful of sharing dynamics on social platforms. The one I remember most clearly is a certain cafe in Shanghai that appeared in the video comment Xiao Zhan posted in August last year. On that day, many fans braved the thunder and rain to go to the coffee shop to check in Xiao Zhan's same style. For a week in a row, people who came to check in outside the store lined up. The merchants were very happy under the impact of the huge traffic brought by Xiao Zhan. Leave the table exclusively for those who come to check in. Later, I will share coffee bins with Xiao Zhan's same style on social platforms. This is not the reason why businesses and fans turn their faces in the end. The point is that the lady boss actually wants to hold a birthday party in October in the store. Launch package activities to allow fans to check in. Some people advise merchants not to do this. Fans who overconsume Xiao Zhan will only backfire. What's more, the gathering is still because of Xiao Zhan. Fans and Xiao Zhan, who were uprightly forced by fans' support at the time, were of course trembling. A little thing can be fermented to the hot search. Sure enough, Heisey pretended to be a fan mail shop. You don't have to think about what happens. It's ugly to eat, and it's too greedy in itself. In the end, they broke up. Xiao Zhan's fans have never mentioned this coffee shop. And Xiao Zhan now endorses Sumida River Coffee. It is even more difficult to appear in the mouth of fans. It was also the shop patronized by Xiao Zhan, and this one in front was the first to play a good hand. After the career turnaround, the noodle restaurants appeared in the Chongqing section of the urban documentary variety show Wonderful City at the beginning of the year. Hot Pot Fish, Yonge Bookstore, and Chongqing's characteristic scenic spots have all become net celebrity check-in places, and they eat the same Chongqing noodles. It has become a landmark for foreign tourists to check in. What happened in the front and back were all businesses visited by Xiao Zhan. Some are collected by fans as the same paragraph, but they have one thing in common: they will not maliciously consume Xiao Zhan. Know better to respect the privacy of others. Many times, I found that some of the things shared by Xiao Zhan had been erased. I don't think it's not that I don't want fans to see that there are many boring malicious interpretations, which are all accidents. Just like this dinner, the dynamic shared after the performance has a landmarks. Even if it's the same style, it will take some time. Another reason is that I was really scared of being picked. From the shared city food vlog, directly ask the staff to buy the local special snacks. The snacks that appeared on the spot did not even have the business's logo. The purpose is not to be overly picked up by the same money. This is the case once and the same every time. Be cautious to the smallest details, and you know how cautious you are. From the avenue to the simple, the old saying goes, blessing lies in misfortune, and misfortune lies in blessing. I want traffic too much, but will also suffer backlash because of greed of the traffic. This is not a lesson from the past. Although Xiao Zhan's traffic is very large, it cannot be carried by anyone or anything. Not to mention the digestion of difficult to carry traffic, and a car rollover is inevitable. Just look at them and you will know that the hot pot restaurant's rollover is not just touching the fans' inverse scales. He was named by many state media such as People's Online Review, and it was not unjustified at all.